Hi, I'm Dylan Gladstone, and welcome to Viewer Takeover.
Yeah!
This is the Midnight GamesCast, where we record every Tuesday afternoon at midnight, and then we bring it to YouTube every Wednesday as the weekly wrap-up. That was so long ago. You should
That was
check
so
it
long
out.
ago.
Man, I was really tired. I'm like just waking up now.
Yeah.
Every Thursday is PlayStation
morning.
VR, a theater. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And every Friday as Viewer Takeover, where we let you, the loyal game catch, take over the show. We read your comments, we read your questions, we scour the videos, we scour the comments, and then we read your comments. We add question marks where they don't belong because my word processor
And we
is
make
stupid.
fun of you.
And we make fun of you.
A
you
lot
make
of
fun of
fun.
us.
Like constantly.
Yeah.
As always, I'm Brian, that's Jeremy, and this is Michelle, and this is Viewer Takeover. Holy crap!
He did what we always do. We always are so scared.
Way to go, Dylan Gladstone. What an awesome
Yes.
Halloween
That was awesome.
Halloween
themed
themed
introduction.
Yep.
Yes.
Also, yeah, he made our stupid vision of the scary PlayStation VR camera come true.
Yes.
Awesome job, dude. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for that. If you want to introduce next week's Viewer Takeover, well, you're out of luck. But if you want to introduce maybe next month's Viewer
Oh,
Takeover,
we actually have.
we got a few in the queue now. Thank goodness.
Keep
Thank you,
sending them.
A few in the oven.
Yep. Thank you, everyone.
Just one.
Just one.
Thank you, everyone that submitted them. We're just gonna, keep putting them up every week. We love to see the faces of these awesome.
Do you think he just had a skeleton lying around?
Maybe.
Did you?
Yeah.
Or did you go out and get that specifically for this?
Maybe he killed somebody and then, took all the flesh off the
Cleaned
bones and
them.
cleaned it all. And,
Yeah.
Oh, he's
and then-
been watching the show for a while.
right.
Yeah, he's been waiting.
It's one of,
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just one of Jeremy's many, many victims.
Ooh.
Could have been, and I just shipped him the bone. Said, here, I took care of these. Do a video.
Fantastic. Without Parole at gmail.com. Send your Viewer Takeover
Yeah.
videos to us now.
Yeah.
We'll wait.
Meow?
Meow.
Right, meow.
Right, meow.
Right, meow. But you know what? As much as we
I
love
would like to
Dylan
thank some
Gladstone
people.
and all of the Viewer Takeover introductor people, yes, we want to thank some other people right now.
All these people down below
Yay.
are beautiful Patreon supporters.
They are beautiful.
They are.
beautiful.
We've seen
I
the
think
faces
all of our
some
viewers
of
are
them.
beautiful, though.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah. If you're unfamiliar with what we do on Patreon, well, here's the deal.
Oh, you got like wicked commercially.
Well, here's the thing. I want to.
commercial.
Last week I was watching Viewer Takeover, and I was watching Jeremy make a mockery of our Patreon page, and you guys laughing hysterically, and I'm like, wow, no, absolutely no one's gonna give us any money with this sales pitch. So,
Look at this asshole.
So I do
No,
want
I'm
to take a
just kidding.
second. I do want to take a second and say, listen, we want to make a big push for Patreon because we want to give you as much content as possible. And right now, I'm basically working 2 full-time jobs, and it's almost impossible to keep doing this at the rate that I'm doing it. So with Patreon, if you give us $1 or more a month, then you can go to patreon.com/withoutparolegames and see a bonus episode that we put out there for you every single week. It's called The Litter Box, and it's usually it's 5 minutes.
The one day he prepared
I
to take
prepared.
over.
Usually it's 5 minutes long.
Oh,
Right?
no.
It's just each of us. Remember that?
Oh, so close.
Each of us take some time out and we tell you something personal about ourselves. Right? We tell you a story. We tell you something from our past, or we just talk to you about something that's on our mind.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's
Or
5
take you
minutes.
for a drive
sometimes-
with us.
There we go. Spoiler: she didn't crash.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's much longer. And so this week I did this week's Patreon episode. It could be any of us. We rotate. And I did a long AMA. It was Halloween themed, and I put it up there for free. So if you want to see an example of what we do on Patreon, go to patreon.com/withoutparolegames. And this last episode of The Litter Box is free for everyone to check out. It is like a 45-minute AMA. I
my
sat there and I
gosh.
answered questions. Yep, I
Wow.
know. I was tired of hearing myself talk by the end of it. Trust me. So check that out and give us $1 a month. We
It took him 15 minutes to start talking about Halloween.
we already love you as it is, but we love you even more if you give us money. All right, you guys, let's dive right into Viewer Takeover.
Make sure the water's deep enough.
First question. Sorry for throwing away your piece of paper, man.
That's all right. Now it's there for next week.
We'll
It will forever be there.
I'll be ready for you. I'll uncrinkle it and everything and iron it.
And it's going to be a growing thing because
I wouldn't
every week I'm going to use it 1 or 2 weeks, and then I'm going to try without it for a third week, and then I'm going to be memorizing it for the rest.
Just keep
And Brian's just going to take over from here, and you'll never have to worry.
All right, our first viewer takeover comment comes from Jesse Benson on Patreon.
What up, Jess?
I definitely pulled some comments from different places this week.
Yeah.
Jesse Benson on Patreon wrote...
Is this our first Patreon?
The first time we've ever taken one from Patreon?
Yeah.
I think so.
Maybe.
Because I think you have hinted that you made music at one point. What is the best song you have worked on, and why do you like it the most? If you could ask Jeremy and Michelle the same question... Perfect, you guys happen to be here.
Hey.
That would be great. Also, would all three of you ever collaborate and make a song? Question mark? Are there?
That is a
Is
question.
there no question? Oh, no.
There's an
lots of
exclamation.
questions. There we go.
Okay, that's a question mark.
I do, yeah. I play guitar. I sing, singer-songwriter. I don't do it nearly as much anymore because I don't have any time. The YouTube channel has completely taken over my life.
Yeah.
But I do. I've got I've been writing songs for, at this point, 23 years.
Right.
And I've got a bunch of favorites of my own. I think it's been a lot of crap over the years, but the thing is, with songwriting, it's just like anything else. You have to do it constantly to get better. So there have been moments in my life where I just wrote a new song every single day. Right. And I was like, I don't care if it's bad. The point is to keep writing. I learned that from a Bob Dylan interview at one point, where if he ever couldn't think of something to write, he would just sit at a coffee house or a bar or anything and have a newspaper and a notebook, and he would just copy the newspaper and he would just write, so that he was always writing. And I took that to heart.
Such a good idea, yeah.
It's such a good idea because it's so easy to fall out of the habit of writing.
Yes.
And if you're actually writing constantly, then there's all sorts of great things that will come out eventually. Yeah. Like even if you write 9 bad songs for every 10 you write, that's still one good song every 10 days. Right. Yeah. Which is a much better track record than most famous people.
Oh my God, by far.
But we're all musicians.
Yeah. I love I'll start with writing. I'll start like humming and just singing random lyrics, and sometimes I'll walk away from the paper. I'll like go around the house and like putter around and do things, and or even shower. But I'll have like a notebook nearby just in case. I'm like, oh, that's actually a really cool lyric. Let me write that down, and then keep going back, and eventually be like, I'm ready to sit down with the guitar. Like, let's do this. So
yeah. No, I first started writing poetry, if you would. Just started writing.
I started with poetry.
Yeah.
As well. Yeah.
When I was young, I was like about 13. And then I remember I used to gear it towards, you used to go back and correct it. And then I remember an interview with Marilyn Manson, believe it or not. And he was saying that
I believe it.
He used to just write and never change it. Just whatever came out, because if you go back and alter it, then it's kind of not phony, but not pure.
It's tampered with.
Yeah, and if you don't understand it at the time, later on it might have a meaning to you. So then I started going that route. But singing, drums. I used to play drums for a long time, and unfortunately, from 15 to like 31, 32, me and my buddies had a band. We used to just record and make music constantly, and I haven't in the last 8 years now, and I miss it.
Is there any place out there where your music can be found? Way back when, we used to have a thing on MySpace, but before that, no, it was long before the internet, and then MySpace. There was no Facebook, I think, like 9 years back when we pretty much disbanded. Yeah. And we used to literally just, our own money, we used to print thousands of CDs and pass them out everywhere. Absolutely.
The good old days.
Because why not? Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as the three of us ever collaborating, I think that would be asking so much.
Realistically speaking, I doubt that's going to happen.
Yeah, just doing something that's actually in the vein of what we do constantly, which was the top 10 list. Yeah. Just to get everyone together and to get something worked on was like half impossible. It took forever, and
I did just get a funny image though of all of us playing together and Des on like the tambourine or something.
You never know. Someday, hey, if we reach enough Patreon supporters, we can actually quit our day jobs, all of us. So that's long from now.
I think he would do a sweet triangle.
And we could collaborate.
Solo.
Yeah.
I feel like Des, for some reason, I have a feeling that Des has some hidden musical talent.
Oh my gosh,
he's fucking killer on the accordion or something.
Or something.
Oh yeah,
right? Or harmonica.
He, like really nails it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking just to answer the actual question, like what's the favorite song we worked on, I think maybe the next time I do a Litter Box episode, I'll finally pull the guitar out and play a song for you guys, and maybe play my favorite of the ones I've written. You've played guitar in the Litter Box before.
I have, yeah.
So
I'll bring in my drums.
And we will not use those at all.
We will not.
Okay. So
Animal.
So just-
Animal.
so just one more good reason to give us $1 a
awesome.
month. You're up, Asia.
Hey,
Europe.
Neptune and Pluto. That's a planet, right? Asia. All
Oh
right,
my gosh.
Mr. Boring.
Hey, Mr. Boring, what's up, dude?
Sup?
In an email,
And he sent me an email.
he did.
Oh, wow, you
Yeah.
pulled these from everywhere.
Right?
Some of them are from my butt.
From everywhere.
Oh, look at the next one. Yes, from my butt.
Yep.
Anyways,
That's why I give it to myself.
Mr.
don't wanna
Boring,
hear that.
I'm going to do a 12-hour live stream of Skyrim VR if it releases on the 17th. 17th. Just wanted to know if you wouldn't mind doing a shout-out for that. I'm also trying to get my hands on a giveaway code, but I don't know about that yet, so no need to mention that. LOL. If
Shit,
not,
we just mentioned
it's
it.
cool. Just figured I would ask. Thanks, bro! Exclamation point. Huh?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Mr. Boring, you're awesome. Mr. Boring, along with like JD and Seraphim and
Yeah.
Lewis Knight, these guys are all part of my original crew.
Yeah,
Like,
they
when-
are part of your original crew.
When I first got online, first started playing Starblood Arena, first started playing all these online games, Farpoint.
Star Trek thing.
Yeah, absolutely, and so I've got mad love for like all those guys, and Mr. Boring specifically. Here's the thing, obviously, yeah, you should go check out Mr. Boring's live stream when Skyrim comes out. But the problem is that with Skyrim, there are no such things as review keys when it comes to Bethesda. They don't even send their game out to IGN for review. Everyone gets this game at the same time, and there's no way to have a review ready for launch. So the only way for us to cover it is by doing a live stream. And it's kind of like he took the words right out of my mouth. I got the email.
The words right out of my mouth.
Must have been while you were kissing me.
Anyways, you were saying?
So it's like he took the words right out of my mouth, because the day that this email came through was also the same day where I was like, crap, Skyrim is like 3 weeks out.
Yeah.
How am I going to cover
Oh,
this thing?
jeez, really?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I'm like, so I was thinking to myself, I'm like, well, I take so much time off from work to work on this channel. I was like, I might as well take a couple days off and just live stream the crap out of this thing.
Yeah.
And I wasn't thinking 12 hours, but man, it would be pretty awesome to be like,
yeah.
yeah, here's my first 6 hours with this game. I'm just gonna start it up. You
Right.
guys come along for the ride. So there's gonna
Go
be,
to work, come back, he's still playing,
Yeah, right.
you know?
Right? And because this is going to be one of the first games in a while where like you can play for 12 hours and still not
easily.
see
Yeah.
even,
Not even a
like,
fraction.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So so there's going to be a lot of streams out there
Oh, and
of this game.
This is interesting. This is your first time playing Skyrim,
Oh, this is gonna be-
period.
Oh.
Yeah, I played an hour on PS3.
That's
Jeez,
interesting.
yeah.
I killed the dragon with a fireball that came out of my hand, and I was like, I've done everything I want to do. But now it's kill a dragon with a fireball that comes out of my real hands.
The last time I played Skyrim, which was probably the third time
Never again.
playing it, I played I don't know how many hours, probably 20 or 30 hours, and never even went to the mountaintop to get the first shout. You know, I never even bothered doing any of that. I just walking around and doing other shit.
Dragon shout.
I'm a little concerned that like my first gameplay will be just like that, and
Yeah.
so people watching like a 12-hour stream going, he's not doing anything. Why he's just wandering around the base of
What
this
is
mountain.
happening?
Doesn't he realize there's a cave over there?
Exactly. So I'm super excited for Skyrim. I can't wait
Cool.
to show it off for you guys. Although I have a feeling that if you're watching this show, that you should already have Skyrim pre-ordered. We should all be
Right.
playing it at midnight as soon as it launches. But if you're not, then check out my stream or, of course, Mr. Boring's.
Yeah. Cool.
Asia, you're up.
All right. Cousin Avi from PSVR on LSD.
Oh, the
Oh,
best
yeah.
viewer takeover. The one that warranted
Right?
a text message
That's a
from my
cool- that's a
mother.
cool name.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, jeez. You guys are so good. I'm addicted to 3 things: weed, sex, and without parole games. Those are
Yay.
some pretty good things to be addicted to.
Right?
I think so.
Right?
You
I think you can do
goddamn.
all three at the same
One
time.
of those is in short supply, though. Which one?
Which one?
Which
Just
one?
kidding.
I don't
None.
know.
You
Michelle.
goddamn.
It was
I got
a
them all. I
joke.
don't know. You goddamn cat wranglers.
Clearly, you do.
You wrangled my kitty. Oh,
You went
and I
right
love
into
it.
that one.
You wrangled my kitty
Literally.
brain, and I love it. Question mark.
That is such a
Done.
good comment.
Okay.
You goddamn,
It
Yeah.
you goddamn cat wranglers. You wrangled my kitty brain, and I love it.
Yeah. It's true. We do wrangle kitty brains.
Weed, sex, and without parole.
Cousin AB, Cousin AB. I gotta say, like we've gotten some pretty negative comments lately.
Yeah.
And this one is pretty fantastic. So the reason I included this one was just because we needed some without parole love on this episode.
I like the love.
That said, I want to make sure that you guys know, if you're super negative in the comments, if you're talking shit about other viewers, other commenters, if you start harassing me or any of these guys, if you say something negative and then I search your name in all of our comments and find out that every comment you've left has just been like a total dick or douchebag, then you're gone. And guess what, guys? Some of you watching, you're already gone. Because I'm just not putting up with it anymore. We've gotten some real awful comments, and I'm keeping the comments clean.
Yeah.
You can contradict other people. You can argue about games. You can even be a little rude.
Oh, geez,
it's
yeah.
okay,
Everyone has
right?
their own opinion.
Like we're not putting our foot down that hard. But man, if
We get a little rude sometimes.
absolutely. So, but if you're consistently just like a thorn in our side and you're just saying things that are hateful, you're gone. You'll think your comments are there,
Adios,
but really
muchacha.
you're just muted. Only you can see your comments. So that's fair warning. All right,
Word.
watch your back, guys. Next up,
Lion, no more kitty. Right?
Is that your lion roar?
Yeah. That's it. That sounds
You're
like a fat overweight lion,
It
right?
sounded like, I don't know.
remember
It's like
when
Brian trying to introduce himself.
Yeah.
remember when Simba was practicing his roar?
Roar.
I was like, adorable. I'm like, can I keep you? All right.
He wasn't Matthew Broderick yet.
He was not. He was still
No.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yes.
Richard Harbour on the same viewer takeover, PlayStation VR and
Yeah,
LSD.
that was a popular one.
Hi, it was. Hi, Brian and crew. Will you be introducing a higher Patreon tier? As I'd like to support you more than $1 a month. Boy, I'm really not reading well today. Also, it would be fun to watch you all play Star Trek Bridge Crew together. That's a lot of question marks. Some of those must be real.
I
'Cause
know,
I don't
right?
think they just add
No.
that.
You're
in.
right.
So
Maybe Printer wanted to know as well.
Yeah,
You know?
right? I'm curious.
Printy.
too.
Hey, Printy.
Hey, Printy.
yeah, we're totally
We're so
introducing a new
awkward.
Patreon tier, and I'm announcing it right now. You guys excited about this?
What do we get, Brian?
Yeah, what do we get?
So for $1 a month,
What
you
do we
get
get?
for $1 a month you get Litterbox episodes.
Yep.
For
I
$5
already
a
get
month,
that.
for $5 a month, not only will you get the Litterbox episodes, but you're also going to get Without Parole Plays. Now, Without Parole Plays is already what I like to do during the week when a new game comes out and I don't have time to review it, is let's do a live stream, right? That's not going away. That's still going to be a free thing for everybody. But on the weekends, there's very little content that goes up on the channel most days, right? And so what I want to do is start like kind of going back into the back catalog, checking out older PlayStation VR games. We want to take Twitter polls every week and have you guys vote on what games you want me to play. And we'll treat it just like a normal live stream, but only the Patreon supporters of $5 or more a month will have access to the live stream. So, you know,
Interesting.
which means we get to hang out, we get to talk. You guys leave comments, and I'll respond while I'm playing. And so I want to do one of these like every Friday and every Saturday.
2.
I do. Well, for $5 a month, I want to make sure you get your money's worth.
Wow.
Because now it's not just one episode a week. It's you're getting for $5, you're getting 3 new things.
3,
a week,
yeah.
Right. So I want to make sure it's worth your time, worth your effort. Make sure it's worth my time.
Check your
and
numbers
effort.
again. Is that correct? For only $5, you get all of
Only
that.
$5 a month. So,
You guys are both fired.
So I'm still working out the details, trying to figure out how this is all going to work. But
Sweet.
it's a nice way to I think interact with you guys more, and play the games that you want me to play. Because at this point, I pretty much have everything PlayStation VR. And games like Eve, Valkyrie, and certain things have sort of slipped through the cracks. Loading Human, you know. So let's play some old games and hang out and talk about them.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So give me a couple weeks to get that up and running, and we'll have it soon. That's it.
All right.
That
Nick
means
Garcia.
You heard it here first.
heard it here first. Viewer
Yeah.
Takeover, the most watched show on the internet. Not even close.
Not even close.
Is this me?
That'd be nice, though.
It's you, Asia.
Nick Garcia. Nick, I'm going to say the R. Nick Garcia.
Garcia.
Not
I knew it
Garcia.
was Garcia.
Garcia?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought that was weird. I thought
Garcia.
all.
What was it spelled
That's
the
a
same?
real? Like,
What?
Spelled the same?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
That is weird then.
Would you like? We like, hey Garcia? No, Garcia.
Oh, I was corrected immediately.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
He must have been
He was just waiting, actually.
all his life. Somebody been
yeah.
saying Garcia.
I'm sure constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, Nick Garcia or Garcia on again the LSD show.
The
You would
LSD
take-
show.
Yeah.
What?
Right? Whoa.
What?
Brian, can you please make a clarification video on how movement will work in Skyrim VR? I'm baffled on all the misinformation going around on other videos. I'm afraid all the confusion going around will hurt VR as a whole.
You know what's great is that the follow-up responses to these to this comment were things like yeah, everybody should know by now that it's full locomotion with DualShock 4 and teleportation with move controls. And I'm like, nope, that's actually not how it is.
Yeah.
Guys, there's full locomotion with move controls and full locomotion with DualShock 4. And I'm going to venture to guess that obviously there's going to be teleportation with the move controls,
Yeah.
but I'm going to guess that Bethesda is going to allow teleportation with the DualShock 4 as well.
Yeah.
They just want to support all the motion types possible, all the controller types
Make
possible.
everybody happy.
Yeah.
Make everybody happy.
No excuses.
No.
You know?
So as far as the move controls and full locomotion, that's been confirmed over and over and over again. In fact, if you go all the way back to one of my first breaking news reports,
Shut up.
It's late. It's midnight. On
11:59.
one of our first breaking news reports was a clarification for everybody that said, "Hey, just want to let you guys know that when we watched the very first Skyrim VR trailer, it looked like dual wielding and full locomotion. And guess what? We were right.
Yeah.
It's absolutely true. So this is a thing. It's going to make everybody happy, and that's all we care about. Skyrim VR, hopefully, will be amazing.
Yeah.
Fingers double crossed.
Yep. So if you're confused, don't be confused anymore. This is
Quadruple.
no, but can you cross the two sets of crossed fingers?
Yeah.
There we go. That's
You can do that all without like doing what I'm doing, like folding them.
I can do lots of weird. They all bend back.
You can't do this by.
That I
Look at my
can,
thumbs.
but not
I
on
got
this
hitchhiker
hand.
thumbs.
Oh, on the other hand.
Yeah, I can't do it on the
Hold on
other
a
hand.
second. Why am I moving my whole arm? That's weird.
It's not VR, Brian.
Can all your fingers
Right?
bend
It's
back
tricky.
like that?
No, Michelle.
Can you do this?
Yeah.
What?
All of them, actually.
Really? No, I can't.
Very double check.
Dude.
Can you do this?
Can you do this?
My hands do nothing like any of yours.
Can you flare your nostrils? There you go. Can you?
Can you curl your tongue?
Okay. Yeah.
Can you make a 3-leaf clover with your tongue?
I can't do that.
How is that?
That's like some weird shit.
No,
right
that
there.
is what the fuck
Yeah.
is that shit? Ugh, get that thing away.
Benjamin,
Hopefully
clean and
BJ
sober.
don't inherit.
Do you think
that.
Benjamin really is clean and sober? Also, I think this was on Viewer Takeover. I have no
After
idea.
watching our
From
show, who
maybe
knows?
Viewer Takeover.
Might really miss being
Benjamin clean and sober. We
Yes.
want to know: are you being sarcastic, or are you really Benjamin clean and sober?
I think he's really clean
Sir.
and sober.
You think so? I got $5 that says it's a joke. Yeah.
Let's make it $10. I want my money back for the game I bought.
Benjamin,
Benjamin,
our money is in your hands.
please be sober.
Yes.
In a lie if you're not.
Please be sober.
He bites.
Diaper money.
Let's read Benjamin clean and sober. Diaper money. The
Diaper.
kid's not gonna wear diapers. He's gonna run around naked all the time.
No, hippies. You put them in like the washable diapers.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. You buy one and you're set for life.
You just sprinkle the shit out and you wash it
Yeah.
by the river.
By the time it's clean, you gotta clean
So
it again.
I have
Yeah.
been thinking about it,
Hippies.
Fucking
and I will be
hippies.
sad when Michelle leaves the show
Oh.
Oh,
to have her baby.
she's not leaving.
Are you gonna have a baby? Are you pregnant?
What?
Why are people constantly surprised about this?
Well, she does get weed sex in parole without parole all the time, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not actually weed though.
no, or without.
I haven't
parole.
been.
Or without parole.
Yeah.
Just a lot of sex.
Just a lot of sex.
So much of it.
Bittersweet. Okay, bittersweet. Sweet that she's having a baby,
I don't know
and
if I agree with the sweet part.
and bitter that she will not be on the show.
Yeah.
Pretty
Kick
bitter.
you under
though.
the
That's
I'll
bitter.
Oh,
double-
you're not wearing shoes. I'm so sorry.
I'll double up on the bitter.
Yeah.
I think she adds a lot to the show. Otherwise, it would just be Brian and Jeremy.
You know, it's funny, after I read this comment, I was like, "Holy crap, this kid's not kidding."
Yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
And though
Yeah.
you are both cool
Hey.
within the
Just
show,
all right.
without Michelle, it is just two dudes talking about VR.
I mean, he's, again, correct. It is
Maybe
just two
Michelle
dudes.
should find one of her girlfriends to sub in for her while she's gone.
What's the most? We'll take headshots.
I know your girlfriends. We're not letting them sub in.
No.
Well, yeah.
We want
none of-
headshots of your friends.
Want boob shots.
Yeah,
Boobs.
I'm
not a
have more
boob guy.
dude friends and girlfriends, and none of my
Strange that I
girlfriends play VR.
Yeah.
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, your friends are horrible.
Rock, paper, you lose. Slap.
Oh,
All right, pregnant chick gets the go ahead.
yeah.
All right, so Benjamin Clean
Win.
Sober, thank you for your
by the way.
comment. Very nice of you. I think maybe a little too nice.
Rock, paper, you lose.
Oh,
Kitty's got
Cat fight.
claws.
kitties do have claws.
So,
I've got some claws right now.
yeah. A couple things about this.
You do.
First and foremost, we're gonna miss Michelle when she
Shit
leaves.
tons.
Hopefully, she comes back. But I'm kind of starting to put the word out there. The deal is that she's gonna be gone for at least probably a couple months, and maybe sooner rather than later. So as soon as Skyrim comes out, we might never see her.
Yeah, right.
So
All of a sudden.
So what I'm doing
Maybe I
is
should start doing the live plays.
I'm putting the word out there now that if there's anybody local who thinks it'd be a good fit for Without Parole, that we'd love to start talking to people. We'd love to start seeing anybody who's like willing to make the 7 to 10 hour trip like you do every day.
It's 40 minutes, damn it.
It's like 7 to 10 hours.
Oh, but
depending on traffic.
The drive
Well, yeah.
home sucks though. It is like an hour drive home.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Then walking back up the hill through the trails.
Because it was so quick and easy. Now it's fucking. So if anyone local would like to sub in.
So if there's anyone local who thinks it'd be a good fit for the show, the problem is, of course, that we don't make any money here on Without Parole.
Yeah.
In fact, all the money that comes from Patreon and YouTube ad revenue alone still doesn't cover all the time I take off from work every month. So,
Working on it.
I'm working on it. It's like it's slowly going to average out eventually. But the fact is that we can't pay you. This would be something that is. If you think it'd be a good fit to fill in on the podcast, if you have any video editing skills, like to kind of take some of the workload off of me, and just kind of show that like you're really into what we're doing here, then
Gotta have passion.
that would be fantastic. And I'm super down to start talking to new people.
But
and,
you can't be better than me. Then I won't be allowed to come back.
But you can't be better than Michelle.
No, you can't be better.
That's the rule.
No.
So keep that in mind, everybody, and spread the word around if you happen to know people who play VR and are into these kind of things. And that's kind of it. Because Des and I, our initial plan was to get super far ahead on Gaming Without Parole, which, as we all know, is now called Why We Love PlayStation VR. That's news to Jeremy, I'm sure.
Wait, there's another show on this channel?
Who's Des?
So and our plan was to get so far ahead on that show where we could just actually like schedule the shows where Des would actually be able to fill in on the GamesCast.
Yeah.
And here we are, every week we're getting closer and closer to the time, and we're not getting any further ahead. We filmed Resident Evil 7 days before we actually aired that. So
Yeah.
so that doesn't seem like it's going to be a possibility. So we are looking for somebody to come in and help fill the void.
Gotta fill
If
the
not,
void.
it's just going to be two dudes sitting around talking about VR.
Which
That's true.
There are worse things in life, trust me.
We're losing subscribers by the second.
We
Which
are.
is why we shouldn't let this drag out any longer.
No.
This has been an awesome episode. Thank you guys for showing up.
No problem. Thank you for
for
having us. We don't rehearse.
As always.
I'm Brian, that's Jeremy, this is Michelle, and we'll see you next week. Wish me luck, you know it's heaven. I've been waiting for. Wish me luck, know it's heaven. I'm in for I'm still young and stupid too. It's a young and stupid thing to do. I'm still young and stupid too. No, you're just the devil here in disguise. 24 years, you got the devil's eyes. Devote my time, I have tried to change my mind. Everything's the same, I'm living off of fame. Said this is better, said this is how things happen here, I'm breathing in and out. Common sense taking a backseat to my better judgment, my humility. Da 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 da. Wish me luck, you know it's heaven. Waiting for. Wish me luck, you know it's hell. I'm in for. It's a young and stupid thing to do. I'm still young and stupid too. It's a young and stupid thing to do. I'm still young and stupid too. And if you are just a devil here in disguise, sold my soul to you early on in my life. Devoted my time, I have tried to change my mind, but everything's the same, appeal and no fame. No last-ditch effort to finalize. First saw the words before they're digitized. I'll soften all the blows, I will silence all the stings, and then we'll sing it from the perspective of new strings. La da 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 da.